Liverpool undecided about Thiago's future, despite Klopp's desire. Player's injury surprises fans. Hello, Reds fans. Before we dive into today's news, I kindly ask you to subscribe to stay well informed. Let's get to the video. Wataru Endo had his best performance wearing the Liverpool jersey when he was fielded as a starter for the first time at Anfield in Wednesday's 3-1 victory over Leicester. His surprising transfer from Stuttgart to Merseyside at the end of the summer raised some doubts, especially after an unstable performance against Lask in the Europa League. However, the captain of Japan showed significant improvement upon his return to the team to face Leicester. In his debut as a starter at Anfield, Endo was actively involved throughout the game, with more defensive actions than any other Liverpool player, totaling 10 actions, as per FotMob data. Additionally, he won the highest number of aerial duels on both sides, with 3. Harvey Elliott led in passes into the final third with 13, including an assist for Dominik Szoboszlai's splendid goal. This display may have altered the initial perception of Endo's performance at Anfield, but the 30-year-old player remained modest in his assessment. He expressed his joy at being part of the starting lineup at Anfield for the first time, stating on Twitter, "I am pleased to be part of the starting 11 at Anfield. I will continue working hard." In a press conference after the victory over Leicester City, Klopp shared surprising news with the fans. Commenting on his decision to use Curtis Jones as a right back, Klopp admitted that it was a choice made primarily out of necessity. It appears that Joe Gomez is dealing with an injury. The Reds coach began to explain, "We couldn't rely on Stefan Bajcetic for too long, so we need to be cautious with him." Klopp also added that Joey Gomez would be fit to play over the weekend but was unavailable that night. As for Trent Alexander-Arnold, Klopp stated that it was still too early for his return. Therefore, he had to find solutions. And the idea of using Curtis Jones as an alternative had always been in his mind. There is good news that the 26-year-old player seems ready to return for the match against Tottenham on Sunday. However, there is still a slight concern. The decision to leave Gomez out of the team last night seems to have been a precautionary measure, considering his history of injuries as an English international player. The hope is that this concern won't materialize, especially since Gomez began the season with extra motivation to prove his worth. Moving on to the last piece of information. Liverpool is considering options regarding midfielder Thiago Alcantara, taking into account his history of injuries and the contract set to expire next summer. Coach Jurgen Klopp is in favor of keeping Thiago, but there are doubts within the board regarding the extension of his contract. Thiago has been plagued by injuries and has not played in the current season due to a hip injury. Despite his desire to stay at Liverpool and regain his form, the situation is complicated due to his physical condition. The club plans to hold discussions with Thiago and his representatives before January to make a decision. However, clubs from Saudi Arabia and Europe have shown interest, making a January transfer a real possibility. This is because it might be Liverpool's last chance to sell him before he becomes a free agent next summer. Klopp has expressed his support for Thiago, but the board is still not convinced of the value of the investment in the player. So, dear fans, would you renew Thiago's contract or not? Please share your opinion in the comments. Thank you very much and see you next time.